The floor is
This
yours.
meeting is being recorded.
Ready to go?
Yes, you may commence.
Hey everyone, hope we're all doing well today. Firstly, I'd just like to thank Harry and Elizabeth for taking the time to join us. I know it's a little bit later than your regular meetings, and we really appreciate you being here. Today, we're just going to run through our little Western Sydney University spin on Hand to Heart and how we can help our Mercy Connect with our proposal and marketing plan. The group's been working really hard over the last 14 weeks, just sort of making it all come together, and we hope you enjoy it. Let's go through the next. So before we get into it, just want to run you through what we're going to be talking about, during the presentation. Firstly, Victoria, Gabriella, Sophie, and Sam, they're going to take you through some of the findings that we've established during our Mercy Connect sort of background research. And we're also going to talk about the market in which Mercy Connect is currently operating in. Next, Mel and I are going to present the strategy and marketing proposal that the group has put together. And we're going to conclude the session with a question and answer so that we could sort of address any concerns that you guys might have regarding the marketing proposal. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy our Western Sydney University spin on Hand to Heart.
Beautiful. My name is Victoria, and I'm just going to talk about the SWOT analysis that we have done for Mercy Connect. So as a not-for-profit organisation, Mercy Connect has demonstrated a variety of strengths to help them stand out in their industry. Not only do they offer high quality of care alongside suitable and affordable housing sites, they provide programs and facilities that are tailored around nutrition, health and fitness, and education to increase their residents' quality of life. Their development of the Hand to Heart campaign offers something that no other competing organisation has, with an active involvement of residents and participants utilising their passions and hobbies to create goods which can be purchased in exchange for donations, allows for a point of difference in the market. As for opportunities, through maintaining their strong values, compassion, innovation and teamwork, Mercy Connect can allow for a greater campaign awareness just by implementing emotional appeals through their advertising, as well as building a stronger partnership and collaborations within the actual communities, such as local Catholic church groups or universities in the regional area. Threats and weaknesses that could potentially affect the organisation's long-term success include increased competition within the regional area of New South Wales. Essentially, this means that there is a possibility of the Hand to Heart campaign being overlooked as a result of low brand awareness or just lack of trust from locals overall, with direct competitors such as Live Better having stronger ties within the community.
So my name is Gabriella, and I'm just walking you through the critical issues. So we found that these issues arose through our meetings with Mercy Connect and also through our understanding of the brief provided to us, but also by doing our own research analysis on the market, the environment, and the company as well. So just to kind of quickly sum up, so we're looking at the incorrect and also the unclear target marketing, the funding, and also the brand awareness. So when it comes to having an unclear target market, I obviously don't want to go into too much details of our recommendations because my colleagues will be going through this as well. But we found that with the current marketing strategy, it is currently targeted towards those directly affected by disabilities and who actually use and require the services provided by Mercy Connect, which we think does need to be kind of shifted in a different way, as it's currently having a limitation in building the significant brand relation to help optimize the market share and brand salience, because you do want to cast a wider net by redefining the target market. When it does come to funding, we found that the funding is raised mainly through donations and assistance from government. So with these grants, a limitation is that you are needing to specify where the funds are going towards, whereas with donations, you have a lot more of, I guess, freedom per se is what we kind of gathered from speaking with Elizabeth. And by increasing the funding, it will allow to improve more operational efficiency, supporting marketing and also promotional activities, and also expanding the brand's outreach to the wider community. So with brand awareness, we found that people might be unaware of the product and services associated with Mercy Connect and what they offer. So we find it is vital to drive consumer decision, to drive the consumer decision when it comes to choosing between the range of options for the services that are provided. So brand awareness is quite important as it does encourage a repeat of purchasing behaviours as well. And this can be done through the marketing strategies and activities that my peers will go into further detail on now.
Hi, my name is Sophie, and now we will be taking you through the objectives recommended for Mercy Connect to consider and possibly work up to. So objectives are designed to assist in guiding the business to progress across a promotional period and achieve a goal or goals in certain circumstances. And there are 4 Mercy Connect main objectives that Mercy Connect can take in. So there's financial objectives, marketing objectives, business objectives, and long-term objectives. And these objectives will be presented to you by Samantha and I. Moving on, the first objective is related to financial goals of Mercy Connect via functions of the Hand to Heart campaign. So Mercy Connect's financial objective is to increase donations received by the public. This is to assist with improving and maintaining the exceptional service. The extra donations received and purchases made through the Hand to Heart campaign will effectively allow Mercy Connect to fulfill their mission. The financial gain will adequately help maintain a competitive edge. Additional donations raised from the Hand to Heart campaign will also support Mercy Connect with sustaining a high level of care while continuously developing current facilities and programs. Also raising capital to fulfill the organization's business objectives. Another objective regarding finance is to achieve a monthly target in funding through donations obtained from the H2H campaign. Lastly, raised money will contribute as monetary support for the execution of the H2H campaign, including renting venues, running events, equipment, products, and for the expenses of Mercy Connect, such as business requirements, maintenance, new facilities, and etc. The second objective to consider is marketing. Mercy Connect is encouraged to establish themselves as a strong contestant in the highly competitive market. Accordingly, the organization is advised to consider further enhancing brand recognition and exposure using the Hand to Heart campaign. This will successfully reposition Mercy Connect within the market. Mercy Connect should also implement strategies which would best tend to the locals in which they offer their services within, particularly Albury and Wagga Wagga, especially marketing the H2H campaign to small communities in the locality. Marketing includes holding community events and fairs and developing corporate partnerships, possibly with Charles Sturt University, in order to engage with a segment of the target market, which should result in building a stronger relationship and trust with the community surrounding Mercy Connect, while also steadily supporting the disabled individual, their family and friends with the funding gained from the Hand to Heart campaign. The objective also entails with fostering fundraising, goals and missions of the organization, as well as promotional message Mercy Connect strives to convey through conducting the H2H campaign. To continue, Samantha will now take you through the remaining 2 objectives.
Hi guys, I'm Samantha. So I'll be going through our business objectives. So we want to establish a differentiated and unique donation program. This can be achieved through the Hand to Heart campaign and all the marketing efforts ensued. We also aim to improve capital growth for the company to pursue goals in terms of programming, infrastructure, and utilities. The objective is to distinguish a strong connection to the local community and promote the well-being of individuals living with complex needs. We want to further promote and motivate volunteers and businesses to get involved in the work Mercy Connect does. Spreading awareness of the challenges and perspectives of those living with disabilities and developing a positive outlook within the public. Our long-term objectives are to establish a strong presence, develop brand perception and equity within the minds of the target market, and become the preferred service provider to people with disabilities. Another goal is to create a consistent stream of donations through the Hand to Heart campaign and increase participation from the local community to be able to fund more programs and increase our scope. So currently our customer analysis are children, adults, and older individuals living with complex needs. These also extend to families, guardians, and support workers who can also be classified as the customer as well. These customers are usually socially aware, which means they hold a strong regard for social responsibilities. They take the time to seek out information on what they choose to spend their money on, predominantly young adults, but not limited to that. They have strong social and ethical values, and they seek out the benefits which can be reaped in terms of education and knowledge. Following on the current customer analysis, the target market for the Hand to Heart campaign will consist of a number of groups. First and foremost will be family members, relatives, and friends of those individuals who currently utilize Mercy Connect services. Another primary target market are adults who either attend Charles Sturt or reside in the local community. The campaigns are focused on creating brand attraction through marketing activities catered to a younger demographic in the campus and surrounding community. Though the campaign is based on raising funds, the marketing strategies set out in this plan also aim to gain the support and assistance of young adults who can choose to volunteer, complete placement, and even work with Mercy Connect in the future. Local members of the community are another primary market. These campaigns aim to create social awareness of the work Mercy Connect does and how they continuously better their programs and initiatives that help others. Their partnership with local businesses means their participants have the opportunities to connect with the community members and contribute to society in meaningful ways. The Hand to Heart campaign will focus on creating more alliances with larger organizations such as Charles Sturt. Through this proposed venture, Mercy Connect can develop a strong brand presence and aim to attract more businesses to create partnerships, secure grants, and help participants connect to the wider community.
Hi, my name is Melinda, and I'll be going through the strategies and proposals of online store and social media. So Mercy Connect has recently been gaining traction through the website and through social media presence. The strategy on building brand awareness and the profitability for Hand to Heart is to continue building on the online presence that Mercy Connect currently has, where it will feature the online store, donation portals, and also social media presence. The online store of Hand to Heart is to feature a variety of products, including the auctioning of artwork pieces and merchandise of Hand to Heart, such as pens, hoodies, shirts, and with the H2H logo. A great way of invoking another personalized element is to have clients help create the designs of the merchandise. This is a great positioning strategy, as the designs made by the individuals will be more unique and special. So who doesn't have social media nowadays? Like, social media platforms such as Instagram are popular within today's society and is a great way of promoting campaigns like Hand to Heart. Instagram has also enabled a new feature, giving account managers the ability to execute fundraising campaigns while live streaming. Mercy Connect should take the opportunity to promote Hand to Heart and run live donations. The platform also offers the chance to create fundraisers from an Instagram post, which is valid for 30 days and allows participants to donate through the post. Facebook is a great platform to update people with upcoming events and assist with making events to save into the calendars and share media of events of ongoing and past events. Other fundraising organizations have also encouraged the use of Facebook for similar reasons to Hand to Heart, and is currently striving successfully. Twitter can be used to create status and also keep the audience up to date with past, ongoing, and future events as well. It is a popular platform which can be effective if Hand to Heart and Mercy Connect shares its activities and content through Twitter account. Using this platform will help reach a larger audience to spread the promotional message of Hand to Heart and also the objectives of the campaign.
Thanks, Mel. The next strategy we want to talk about is the corporate partnership with Charles Sturt University that we're proposing. One of the key benefits of this partnership stems from the fact that CSU, or Charles Sturt University, and Mercy Connect are located within the same regions of Wagga Wagga and Albury. And we propose that a corporate partnership between the two would help promote Mercy Connect by reaching a wider audience, as that are exposed to Charles Sturt University and the students within. And by reaching that wider audience, we can create broader brand awareness throughout that community. In addition to this, we can also increase access to a new pool of potential volunteers within the university who can work at Mercy Connect and learn more about the business and the brand. That way they can spread it by word of mouth, by interacting with other people. We think this is a great tool. In addition to this, we think that by completing this corporate partnership with CSU, we can increase sponsorship opportunities by co-branding and advertising campaigns using the co-branding. So we could, on their like rugby jerseys, we could have a Hand to Heart logo on there. On their online store, we could incorporate our online store through a link there and advertise donations, to raise awareness for Hand to Heart through CSU. We think that this is a great opportunity for you guys to get involved with and merge in with the community which you already have access to, just so you can broaden your brand awareness, and that will help improve your overall profitability and everything. Look, I think that concludes everything today. We really appreciate you taking the time once again. It's 8 to 15 or whatever, and we really appreciate you being here this late at night. If you have any questions, we're happy to chat through them now. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Elizabeth or Harry, do you guys have any questions that you want to start off with?
Harry, do you want to go first?
I don't have any questions at this stage.
Do you have any questions, Elizabeth?
I don't have any questions. I really appreciate the effort you've gone into to put this together. And I know, as you said, it's 14 weeks worth of trying to get to this outcome, given there was a bit of confusion to start with. So thank you very much for the presentation. I think it makes sense for Harry and I to read the report you've put together and have a bit of time to process that and what you've just presented. And then if we've got any questions or comments, of course, we can send them through. But I don't have any questions. I think you've done quite well, given that you've, like I said, you've struggled along the way because of just that being the case. Let's not bother talking about why, it's just how it is. But yes, you've done well. One comment I will make is we do have presence in Central West. So that is a core part of what we do, and CSU has presence there as well. So we would be looking at making this very much a campaign across all of our sites. And it's perfect for us at CSU is also in the Central West Orange location. So we could absolutely look at exploring that opportunity and trying to get some partnerships with CSU. So that's a really good idea. Otherwise, thank you again. And I've really enjoyed this presentation.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
I do have a couple of questions. Okay, so you're not getting off that easily. So just in relation to that relationship with CSU, how do you develop this relationship? Because if you consider CSU would likely be approached from so many organisations within their catchment area. And so how do you get in front of everybody else?
I think that the way you'd get in front, especially being, Mercy Connect, is driving the fact that it's, I guess, the cause. I guess different companies would be approaching CSU with different purposes and different sort of business initiatives.
Let's say charities, though.
Charities, okay. That completely diminishes my argument. I think
I can pop in and help if you need.
Yeah.
So me and Sophie worked on the budgeting plan. So we came up with a few kind of fun, interactive
events, fundraisers.
Yeah. So just for the young people in the community, just to get involved. So I'm sure that like a university such as CSU, they'd love to get involved in. Some of the things we did was we did cake decorating competitions, or
Even like a
like-
drive-in movie, and like the proceedings from the tickets would be taken in as a donation, like part of it. So like there was a few different options that we gave out for the budget. So yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, that's
but
just a way
it
to-
doesn't explain how you're going to infiltrate an organization
I
that
think by
No.
convincing them that we have these strategies which they can implement to drive engagement within, you know, their own community and build their own brand awareness and then reach more people. I think the way these activities that we've come up with, because in the report you'll see there's a bunch of them, there's a lot
Yeah.
of them. That we can present that to CSU. We can say, hey, look, we've already thought this all out. We've put budgets to it. We've, you know, made projections on what we believe this will drive, and this is beneficial for both CSU and Mercy Connect. I guess just driving the fact that it'll be a like mutually beneficial partnership rather than them just helping us more than we're helping them, sort of
okay.
thing.
So if I'm going to ask you, what are CSU's values, and what are Mercy Connect's values, and what are the where's the synergies there? Because from their perspective, as I said, they probably get approached. I've worked in universities, and I've worked in an international office, and we used to get every man and his dog approaching us about wanting to do business so they could get to the international students because they saw that as an opportunity for their business. But from the university perspective, they have to see there's an opportunity at their end. It's got to be, you've got to sell something to them, and it has to, and that's what I'm saying. What's going to essentially make CSU go, yes, we're interested in this because there's a benefit to us and there's a benefit to the community. And I don't need you to answer this now, but I think that's what you need to think through, because it's very idealistic to say, well, let's get a relationship with CSU. But you've got to get beyond that idealism
Well,
and essentially have a strategy in place.
Can I just jump in there? So part of
Sure.
CSU's ethos is respect, equity, and also diversity. And I think that's definitely something that Mercy Connects can bring to the table. So CSU obviously does do a lot of charitable donations where they do like to give back to such as like the Cancer Council and also like WWF and Oxfam and World Vision. So they are all about giving back to the community and helping those in need. So I think that's definitely a core aspect of Mercy Connect. So coming from that aspect to show them you already support some people like this, but they're more international. Why don't you support some who are more within the community? Because they're all about attraction and engaging with their staff and their culture and the community around them. So if they say that's what they're about, then obviously it's better to, you know, help those who are more closer to home. So I think that's definitely a thing that can be kind of marketed towards them in that aspect as well. And with all of the different activities which we are proposing, they all can be done at CSU's open days, because they obviously will have open days where they have international students or like interstate students come in to look at the campus, make sure it's the right fit for them. So that's definitely like where Hand to Heart can promote their different activities in the different stores, because it's a good opportunity for both of them. So whilst Hand to Heart is getting attraction for themselves, CSU is having a company which provides some of the, you know, entertainment, for lack of a better word, for these events. So in that way, it's not just one is giving to the other, they're both having something taken out of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, the key thing is, if you're going to develop a some sort of collaboration, then it's got to be driven by relationships. So that's the first part. And then you've already said that they've already got a number of relationships with other organisations. So at what point do they reach saturation? So it's not a case of just saying, well, you know, we're going to offer X, Y, and Z, and they'll go, well, fantastic, let's do it. It needs to be a compelling reason that they would want to enter into some sort of relationship. And so, yeah, I think that needs to be thought through a little bit more, because I just feel that you've kind of given us a solution, but without, well, you've given us an idea, but without any real strategy behind it. I think it's kind of, it doesn't have a lot of legs for me. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there, that needs to be thought through. So when you talk about collaborations and relationships, rather than saying we're going to target one organisation, I'd rather that you target a segment. And so that way there's more opportunity to be able to say, well, if we're going out and targeting institutions or organisations that look a certain way, then there's a chance we might be able to connect with somebody. But to just target one specific organisation directly, it's a really hard ask. It's a big ask. Would you agree with that, Elizabeth and Harry?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. So we do have some relationship with CSU in place, and it's very much around student placements, allied health, trying to work with the students to do their placements with us, which then gives us exposure to the latest research and evidence-based information, and then the students imparting their knowledge for us and with us and gaining experience with the hope that they would come and work with us. The trick, which I may have mentioned before, is that private practice pays a lot more than a non-profit. So it's a huge market that we're competing in to get the same students that we'd love to have, but unfortunately, you know, money talks. So we do lose a lot of that opportunity through private practice existing and the opportunities that offers. So when we can get them, we do, but we absolutely would love to explore opportunity. But I actually see this, as much as it would be fantastic, I think, where do we start and how do we ensure that they see the appeal? Because I mean, of course, for us, we can sail on their coattails, but I don't know what they would see as so appealing about us, other than, wow, whatever, you're an organisation and maybe we've got some alignment and maybe we don't.
Just another thing. So just in relation to your promotional campaign, so it was pretty heavily weighted towards social media. And so is there any other aspect to this apart from social media? Like, is there any other, because if I'm thinking of an integrated marketing communications campaign, then if it's a small town or if they're small communities, then for me, outdoor signage has to be a part of that. And so I'd be wondering if that was considered. You know, you may do local radio, but you probably wouldn't do television because it may be too expensive. But again, that's something that you could potentially put forward. Why did you pick social media? And, you know, in terms of saying, well, Instagram will execute a fundraising campaign that people will come to donate, what's going to be the appeal for people to come to that live event? Why would people come to an Instagram event to donate money? How are you getting them there?
I think that's touching a little bit on our target market, who's young adults. We kind of want to target more of the community, not just an older demographic who know about the company. We want to make sure that we're exploring all avenues and elements. So I think social media is one of the key placeholders with a younger demographic. And definitely just having a social media presence is important just in general. I think just to let people know what Hand to Heart is, what they do, what's the purpose of it, the outcomes, what we can do with them, what Mercy Connect can do with the donations. So I think that's definitely one of the factors that was driving our decision to use social media.
So what's the communication objective? Is it to build awareness or is it to get them to do something?
To build awareness, kind of build the brand image more, I guess, more to a different target market, and communicate, as well as once we do get that message out there, drive donations. But I guess it's more brand awareness. Our long-term objectives to get more volunteers as well as donations and build up that customer base.
I mean, you're kind of knocking on the right doors. I'll say that in terms of saying, well, let's look at the university because there is an option to get to the young people and to get them involved. My only concern there is a lot of the young people that go to that university aren't from around there. They might come from outside. So then that's another challenge for you as well. So that needs to be considered. I
want to add on. Sorry, Andrew.
Go ahead.
It wasn't presented, but it is in the report. We did suggest out-of-home advertising as well. So there are we did suggest billboards, bus ads.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is in the report. It's just unfortunate we didn't mention it.
You've got
but-
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it hard.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
did include that as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. So that I'm glad you said that, because that's, like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to pick you to pieces. I'm just trying to get you to think through where there might be some, because if this is, if I'm going to a client, which we are here today, we've gone to a client, and the client might be being polite and might be saying, well, we won't put too much pressure on the guys. Okay. And I suspect there might be a little bit of that. But in any event, I think it's important that if somebody starts pulling it to pieces, that you can back it up and you can kind of go, well, you can pull it to pieces, but here's our logic, here's our rationale, this is why we're doing it. That's really important when you're going to a paying client. A paying client's going to be very much, okay, well, you've given us this solution, but we're not seeing where you're taking it, so we're going to pull it apart, and you need to be able to defend that. And that's the whole point, is why I'm throwing some questions at you. Okay. Have I got anything else? My only other thing, I think you've answered it, was in terms of the merchandise. How are you going to raise money to be able to develop that merchandise? You mentioned that you've got a number of events and things like that that could potentially build merchandise, but again, that comes with some risk, because if you're going to allocate funds towards some merchandise, it's a matter of whether people are going to want that. Are they going to wear it with pride? That sort of thing. So again, if I'm going to wear something that has a logo on it, then I have to have a strong belief in that logo. So it's not just about putting it on and, I become a walking billboard. It's about people wearing it with some sort of pride. And a big thing that I think you need to think about, the crucial thing here, is people that are involved, who are getting help from Mercy Connect, or are getting that Mercy Connect is servicing. Word of mouth has to be part of your campaign. Okay, you need to get people to be saying positive things about you, and to essentially want to be ambassadors of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have any other questions or any other comments? Okay, guys. Well, thank you. You've done it. It's over. At least this part. So now you've just got an exam to sit through, and your final reflective piece that you've been working on. So yeah, I'll say congratulations on completing it. We'll get the feedback to you ASAP. And thank you to Elizabeth and Harry for your participation. I will send you the report. I have it, and I will send it to you. I didn't even think to send it to you today. I probably should have. But anyhow, I'm marking. I'm teaching another course with another institution. I'm in the middle of marking, and I've got a cold, and I'm feeling sorry for myself. So anyhow, all right. So thanks
so much.
Thanks everybody, and thank you everyone for coming in tonight. And we'll call it a night. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank you. Bye.
See you later. Bye bye.